Hey guys, welcome to another episode of HCC MovieMakers Academy Movie Reviews. My name is Trey Dixon.
My name is Nguyen.
And we just saw White God. White God is a Hungarian film from director Kornél Mundruczó. This is his sixth film. And this movie is about a dog who gets separated from his master. And I'm not going to tell you anything else about this movie. It is the perfect film to go into as fresh, completely cold as humanly possible. If you're watching this review and you haven't seen the trailer for White God, don't watch the trailer. Just go see it. This is probably one of my favorite movies of the year so far.
I would say so too, even though it surprises me how hard to watch this film is.
This is a very, very brutal watch.
What
happens to the dog over the course of this movie is brutal, breathtaking, beautiful, brilliant, and I'm gonna call it right now. Mm-hmm. The dog in this movie has the greatest character arc of any character that I've seen in a movie so far.
Exactly, I would totally agree.
So to quickly touch a little bit about the movie, just so I can give a little bit away and have something to talk about.
Okay.
Because I have to give away a little bit. It's essentially, it's kind of got Planet of the Apes tied in there. But it's also
with mutts instead of apes.
Yes, but it's also kind of like a revenge thriller near the final act of the film, because the dog is sort of simultaneously, like systematically hunting down everybody that wronged him.
But yeah.
So what I love about this movie is that it subverts the understanding of the audience's idea of a traditional dog in a movie. Dogs are primarily used as a device in storytelling rather than something that the story is centered around. I mean, we have movies like Old Yeller and White Dog, which incidentally is the title of this movie directly references White Dog, and I would recommend that movie, especially if you're into bad acting.
Wow. Okay.
I
thought nothing couldn't be worse than The Room.
That's some great dog acting. Dog's best actor in that movie.
Okay.
But with this film, when you look at a dog in a movie, it's something that you automatically feel sympathy towards, because animals really in movies are something that signify innocence.
Right.
And whenever an animal gets hurt in a movie, it always upsets you. But and as effective as that device is, it's cheap at times. There's nothing cheap about this movie because the dog is the main character.
And even like you said in I Am Legend, there's this very touching scene with the dog, but then it turns into CGI. This one, there's like completely nothing is CGI in this one.
The dog handling in this movie is the best dog handling, probably the best animal wrangling I've seen in any movie, maybe.
Do you know who is the dog wrangler for
I
this
actually
film?
don't. I should have looked this up. Who is it?
Teresa Ann Miller. She's Hollywood's greatest dog wrangler. She wrangles dogs for like a whole lot of films, including Lethal Weapon as well.
The animal work in this movie is absolutely outstanding.
Yes.
And I what I did read up on is how they managed to get away with some of these scenes. There's a dog fight sequence in this movie that I was like left breathless. It's so realistic, and I stopped the movie right in the middle of it, and I looked it up to see if they followed all of the classifications, and they actually did it appropriately, and surely they had somebody from that from the animal protection organization to basically sit through on every single sequence in this movie.
I mean, when I watched that scene, it really takes me back to Amores Perros.
Amores Perros, yeah, and that's a similar situation.
But then at certain time, Amores Perros, sometimes it shies away from the action. White God, no, just like
this is brutal and brilliantly
they
captured.
even managed to make that scene dramatic as well.
I know,
crazy.
the dog in this movie, Hagen, he shows a range of emotions. This is, I I would probably say it was the greatest dog performance of all time had it not been performed by two dogs, unfortunately.
Yes.
But it's a truly outstanding performance from an animal. The animal is like the best performer in the movie.
We don't have awards for dogs, unfortunately.
I wish there were.
Oh no, wait, they did. At Cannes, they did give out an award for all the 250 dogs were involved in the production.
Oh wow,
Just like-
that's amazing. So yeah, this movie is completely outstanding, and I don't want to overhype it, but it's really truly something.
Yeah, and it's just that the approach to the cinematography of the film as well is just like very. At times, it reminds me of Oliver Wood's work in the Bourne series.
Oh yeah. That's a great comparison. It's like the Bourne Identity, but with dogs.
No, the last two Bournes actually.
Yeah. Well,
When
I
Paul
mean,
Greengrass was,
whatever. They all look the same to me. they should if they're going to remake the Bourne films, which they're going to.
Right.
It should be the Bourne dog identity. I don't know. I do have a minor like any problems and concerns that I have with this movie are minor at best. There's like a party scene in this movie that feels a little out of place, and it moves the plot forward, but it doesn't. It drags on for a little too long. I'm so happy that I've seen this movie because it feels like months since I've watched a really like truly great like quality film. I mean, Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation was like the best film I've seen before this, but
there's a lesson to be learned here. I mean, with 2.2 million on a budget, you can make a film as awesome as like what you feel about Rogue Nation.
This is I'm astounded
and,
by the quality of this film, and I feel like I'm gonna just. I can't stop gushing about it. I wish that I could say something negative about it, but I really just can't.
Well, and to continue off the point that you said.
There's a party scene.
It does feel a little bit out of place. However, it serves as a really smooth transition.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It, like every scene in this movie serves a purpose. Whether or not it goes on for a little too long is a different story. And if I were to look at the way the dog sequences were handled, like incredibly analytically, I mean, I would probably take a few points off. But the fact of the matter is, these are real animals.
Yes.
They're not, this isn't CGI BS that we're dealing with. These are actual creatures that they trained and worked with and set a shot up around the choreography of these specific animals. So it feels disingenuous to detract points from it for that. Like, they did at times it feels, okay, they're doing the very best that they could, but when you stand back and look at the picture as a whole, it's like you're amazed that they managed to create this movie at all.
Exactly, and it's just brilliant. I really love the sequence where Hagen was on the bridge and then he heard the
that's a great character moment.
It was just awesome. He doesn't talk.
No.
He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't really have anything to communicate with us like what we're doing now. But it's just he's the anchor of the whole film, and he proves to be one mighty anchor.
And proof positive, you don't necessarily need words to tell a compelling story.
Yeah, exactly. Human acting wise, there, I don't know. It was a big point of debate.
I have a hard time judging human acting when it's done in a foreign language. But I thought it was passable. It was fine. I wasn't focusing on the humans.
No,
okay. Here's one quick thing. Some humans seemed like generically evil, but as the movie progresses, some characters begin to reveal a nurturing side to them. Like the father character, he's like generically evil at the beginning, and you hate him. But over the course of the movie, you become more sympathetic towards him. You're kind of meant to hate the humans in this movie, but at the same time, they're not, fully evil, and I appreciate that. So we recommend White God. It is an absolutely brilliant film. I give it a 9 out of 10.
I would give it the same thing as well.
All right, great. Thank you for watching HCC MovieMakers Academy movie reviews. We're brought to you by the Houston Community College Filmmaking Program and HCC TV. Visit us online at www.hccs.edu and enroll yourself in the art of filmmaking. Check out our YouTube channel and subscribe if you would like to see more reviews just like this one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Absolutely. Have a good day.